Okay, guys, so we are happy we gave you opportunity to make coffee or tea. I'm very sorry for this problem. We had some technical problems and we already started presentation a few minutes ago, but we realized that we were talking to nobody. So yeah, and I think it's better to talk to someone. So just guys, very sorry for it. And I'm Remik from Lean Enterprise Institute in Poland. I'm very happy to introduce Elżbieta and Milena, and they will provide you a very interesting presentation how to do lean transformation in the opposite side. So not from starting making big projects or applying tools, but from engaging people and then having people engage, make them do improvements. So it's very interesting transformation in service business, and I hope you will enjoy this presentation. Sorry for these problems.
Happens, so I think, yes.
Yes, thank you, Remik, for this wonderful introduction. Hope now everyone can hear us who joined this session. And we are in person, so we predicted our presentation quite concise. Hope we'll still have time for questions. So let's start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from wherever you joined. So we have the pleasure to be the first time speakers at this unique Lean event today. And I believe you enjoy it so far and were already inspired by good stories you heard from other experts. So in our presentation, as already mentioned, we'll share the experience on how we turn resistance into engagement and create so-called magnet for Lean while building a Lean culture within AstraZeneca Global Financial Services. My name is Elżbieta and I am the leader of the Global Lean program in GFS. Joining me is my colleague Milena, who is Lean manager and a member of our Global Lean team, supporting the development and implementation of Lean culture in our organization. Before we start, let me share some key facts about our company. AstraZeneca, the brand many of you may recognize, is one of the leaders in the pharmaceutical industry. Our company's focus is on research and development, as well as applying innovation to invent new medicines and deliver them to patients in over 100 countries worldwide. We have 6 global R&D centers and employ over 90,000 people. And our bold ambition by 2030 is to deliver 20 new medicines and achieve $80 billion in total revenue with sustained growth and negative carbon footprint. So Global Financial Services Group Controllers Organization, you see on the right, from where we come from, is the unit within finance division of AstraZeneca. And we support businesses in various financial services such as transactional, reporting, controlling, and so on. We have over 1,500 people who are located in 11 locations in different parts of the world. Our company's values focus on patients, science, collaboration, entrepreneurship, and doing the right thing. So now coming back to our main topic. So when we started first, there was a decision that we start Lean transformation with Lean journey. We thought, okay, how are we going to do that? Because we had some experience in the past with other companies. And we also saw many problems, and talking to our colleagues, we saw organizations struggle. And we thought, if Lean is such a great approach, because it is, and everyone loves it in the end, why companies usually experience resistance in embedding Lean culture? And so we are thinking, what would be the best approach to take in our organization, and how we could reverse this phenomenon or avoid it? So we ask ourselves the question, how to create a magnet, not repellent for Lean? Therefore, we defined key principles of our program to avoid these pitfalls and which would help us achieve this vision. So what are these principles in short? First, we aim at building a sustainable Lean culture, meaning where continuous improvement is in everyone's DNA. So this is not a project for us. It's something that starts but doesn't have an end. And we engage everyone, all employees, and teach them Lean methods on how they improve their daily work. Our lean experts in central team are teaching, coaching, guiding people along this journey. Second, lean is positioned as an enabling strategy and not as a strategy goal in itself. So it is reflected in our company's mission, and I will show it later how. Lean culture drives achievement of tangible benefits that contribute to the strategy, but doesn't have strategy goals in itself. So it's an enabler. Third, about the pace. So we tailor the phases and pace of our program to the organization's specific and readiness in different phase to reduce resistance and ensure engagement. So we need time for people to learn, adapt, and grow. True lean culture requires patience and celebrating even incremental progress to thrive and be sustainable. And the last bit was that lean should be the part of everyone's daily work, not just something perceived as on the top of daily work or I will do when I have spare time. In this respect, leaders, line managers are key to support, role model, and engage teams in continuous improvement. They create an encouraging environment where everyone feels safe and empowered to share ideas, try new things, implement improvements, and celebrate successes. So based on these principles, we also coined the vision at the beginning of our program. So how the good looks like. The vision is quite simple, and it emphasizes the need for everyone to be continuously focused on creating added value, the key principle of lean. And at the same time, having capabilities to identify, remove waste from daily work in a disciplined way required to implement sustainable improvements. And this vision is with us, and we all the time appeal to this vision. We are on the way to realize this vision. And after 2 years of our lean journey, when the lean proved to be successful and bring desirable benefits to the organization, the phrase "we think lean" was embedded into our GFS GC mission statement, reflecting the importance of lean in our strategic journey going onward. So let's have a look, what does our lean journey look like? So this is a high-level overview of our 5-year experience so far. Initially, we started with building awareness and capabilities among different groups of lean roles, including employees, lean champions. These are our ambassadors for change agents, and leaders. The subsequent phases in our journey are built on one another in line with growing lean culture maturity. In terms of education, our certification programs are very practical, and each training results already in incremental improvement of processes and ways of working. Our programs include lean belts certifications like white, yellow, and green, as well as workshops for leaders on how to apply 6 leadership habits, including such routines like Gemba coaching or root cause problem solving. My colleague will show some examples in a moment. Last year, we introduced the idea management program, which is supported by the dedicated tool, in order to streamline all improvements made by employees in one place. At the same time, our technology team launched a digital upskilling program to equip everyone on top of lean capabilities with skills allowing people to apply automated solutions in their daily work to accelerate the impact of improvements. And this year, we are implementing capacity management solution to support leaders in encompassing the effects of these improvements and drive productivity in their teams, while taking care at the same time of work-life balance. And looking into the next year, on the agenda, we consider introducing the concept of value stream mapping on priority processes, and we'll also continue to further promote, jointly with technical team, the lean digital innovation concept, as well as promote leveraging good practice sharing across the organization. So you can see at the bottom how the scale of improvements has grown over the years. now summing up to over 3,000 ideas shared by employees and 2,400 improvements completed to date since the program started.
Okay, so thank you, Ella, for
passing over to Milena.
Yes, thank you, Ella, for the introduction, and I hope you also find this Lean journey interesting. For us, it was really important to have a navigator throughout this journey. So we decided to create a Lean model, and we did it by ourselves. So what you can see on the screen is the real model the Lean model that we use on a daily basis. We use it for trainings. We use it also to explain what the Lean culture is. And as you can see, it consists of 3 circles. So in the middle, you can see Lean enabling DC GFS strategy, because we really truly believe that Lean culture is helping us to achieve the strategic objectives. And this is in the center of our mission, is in the center of our approach. Next circle, as you can see, is showing us people who are really important in the Lean culture and in general to build the Lean culture. We cannot do it only by the Lean team. We need people who are helping us to embed this culture, who are helping us to create improvements and so on. And we are focusing on developing leaders, on empowering people and engaging Lean thinkers, because we want to have people who also are responsible to build this culture and who feel as a part of the culture. The outer circle consists of 5 elements. These 5 elements, for us, this is our journey, because we are going through all the elements. We teach people that before they go to improvements, they need to understand customers. They need to check if they have standards. If they don't have standards, they need to apply the standards. Then visualize the work. Then, of course, solve problems and make it a routine. So for us, this is a navigator as I mentioned, in our Lean journey. And it's also helping us to show our employees that to build a Lean culture, we need to go into many dimensions of the organization. So we need to touch development of people, satisfaction of people, also the strategy, as I mentioned, and methodology and tools, and many, many more, which are not shown here, but which are very, very important. So as you can see, it's possible to create your own Lean model. And of course, it requires some experience, but with the experience we had, we were ready to create it for ourselves, and we are really satisfied with it, because it's really helping us to explain the Lean to our employees. Now I would like to show you some practical examples. So Ella shown you the journey we went through since 2021. And we are doing many, many things. One of the things that we are providing to our employees, to all employees, is the Lean White Belt training. And we are very satisfied about it, because it's like, we call it is our flagship training, because it's engaging all employees to come to the training, to learn some Lean basics, and then to apply these Lean basics or Lean concepts in their daily work. This training program ends with a certification. And maybe some will say that, you know, certification maybe are not so much important, but from our perspective and what we see in our company, people really like to get the certification. So we are not resigning from that. That's why we are still running these white belt programs. As I mentioned, we invite all employees, because we know that if they invest these 2 hours, because this workshops is just 2 hours. So one part is theory and the other part is the Lean game, where they can apply the concepts in practice. We see that it's really popular, and employees just like it. And they not only learn, but they also have some fun. To get the certification, and this is very important, they need to apply Lean concepts in their daily work. So they need to show us that what they learned really help them to eliminate waste and improve their processes. So it's really practical approach, and I would say it's not complicated. So as I mentioned, 2 hours plus some time that they spend on their project, but still we have some results. So this is very important. And also this white belt certification is our source of ideas that people are raising after they implement the improvements. So for us, it's really working, and as I mentioned, it's really popular, and even we have always like the workshops are fully booked. Another example that I want to show you are the is the creativity and fun that we are also sharing with our employees. So as you can see, our employees are sharing Lean stories. So if they improve something, they are motivated to share it. They meet also during some events. We are organizing some Lean events with global events with many people with, as you can see, from also different locations. So we try also to engage them to feel some fun and learn Lean, because always behind this fun, there is a learning. So we never do just fun. Yes, fun is important, but what you learned during these events, we always ask them. Another example of our people development is developing leaders. So we know that leaders are key in building any culture, especially Lean culture, because leaders are close to employees. They are their coach. They should be their coaches. So we develop leaders going through the 6 Lean leadership habits. I will not go, of course, through all of them. You can see it on the slide. But what I want to mention is that we are motivating leaders to go to Gemba, to understand the process, to observe the process, to apply coaching. So everything what is important in Lean. Yes, it's not us as a Lean team to be everywhere, but it's really managers who should develop these habits and help people to grow and help us build the culture. Another example, it was already mentioned before. We have launched Ideas program. Ideas program consists not only of some methodology, but also we have a tool or the platform where employees are logging their ideas. So whatever they invent, whatever they improve, they can go to the tool and log it. And it's visible, all the ideas are visible by everyone. So we don't close it, and it's not a top secret. So we open this tool for everyone, so everyone can go, can check and be inspired by the initiatives that people are rising. So you remember it's more than 3,000 ideas shared so far. We have also one place for all the materials, digital Lean on one space. So it's our one-stop shop for resources.
Milena, we have only 2 minutes left.
Yes, I see.
So it's important that you maybe share with people, it could be interested, what are results of these activities?
Yes. So let me share just the latest results that we have. Maybe I will skip this slide because, as you mentioned, Remik, we don't have time. So maybe Ella, you can share the results.
Yeah, exactly on the summary. So where we are now, what are the benefits we have gained so far? So 5 years after the program launch, Lean has become a strategic priority in our unit, being strongly supported by management, also gaining visibility in other areas of the company. We observe sustained enthusiasm among people who eagerly participate in our training sessions, submit improvements continuously through Ideas platform. So here are our results, the numbers. Numbers will not show the whole backstage here, but also are important. So we have, in terms of people, we have a group of 60 Lean champions who are our ambassadors, and they have their dedicated learning program. Help us to promote Lean in teams. Over 500 certified white belts, more than 60 certified yellow belts, over 3,000 ideas submitted. And what's important, from all these completed ideas, we report benefits in terms of non-value added hours released on annual basis. And so far, we have reported over 100,000 non-value added hours released due to waste elimination and improvement of processes. So this is like an opportunity for increasing productivity, and this is the new capacity created in a team. And our Lean program now evolves to the next level toward Lean Digital, embracing digital skills and solutions to accelerate the impact of the small improvements made by people. And the aim for going onward is to foster innovation, application of modern technology, development of skills of the future, strengthen the outcomes delivered by the program. So we just still are in the early stage, and there is much more to come, but we are all the time excited with what's ahead.
Yeah, so thank you very much.
This is all we shared. We managed on time, perhaps not time for questions due to these technical problems we had at the beginning.
We have probably some of participants will now switch to another sessions, and we need to begin a next session.
Exactly.
So because of our technical problems, there is not really time for a Q&A session. But I
Maybe
think
we can
you can
get some questions
contact
on
Milena
chat.
and Elżbieta,
Yes.
and, for example, via LinkedIn. You probably have LinkedIn accounts.
Yes.
And ask the questions. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for
Absolutely.
having us, and it was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure, and hope we finish at least on time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.